Saudi Pro League releases statement on Virgil van Dijk. The future of Liverpool's captain under threat. Virgil van Dijk's status as one of the world's best centre-backs is unquestionable. For several years, the Liverpool captain has epitomized leadership, consistency and unrivaled defensive quality. His arrival at Anfield in 2018, for a then world record fee for a defender, was the catalyst for Liverpool's transformation into one of the most formidable teams in Europe. Under his stewardship, the Reds secured a long-awaited Premier League title in 2020, followed by a Champions League victory in 2019, and many other accolades that cemented Van Dijk's legacy as one of the best defenders to ever grace the Premier League. However, as his contract approaches its expiration date in the summer of 2025, there are growing concerns about the future of Virgil van Dijk at Liverpool. These concerns have been compounded by increasing interest from clubs in the Saudi Pro League, which have launched serious attempts to lure him away from European football. Despite these overtures, the question remains, will Van Dijk remain loyal to Liverpool or make the shock move to the Middle East? To understand the evolving situation, we must delve into the player's future prospects, the offers from Saudi clubs, and the considerations that Liverpool must face as they navigate a delicate balance between financial prudence and retaining a club legend. Van Dijk, a pillar of Liverpool's defence. Since his arrival from Southampton for £75 million, Virgil van Dijk has been the cornerstone of Liverpool's defence. His remarkable blend of physicality, composure, aerial ability, and tactical awareness has made him the perfect leader for a side that has become one of Europe's most dominant forces. Under the guidance of Jurgen Klopp, Van Dijk not only excelled on the field, but also became a central figure in Liverpool's ethos and identity. It's no surprise that Liverpool fans consider him one of the best to ever play for the club. He was integral to Liverpool's success in the 2018-19 season, as the Reds finished second in the Premier League, just 1 point behind Manchester City, while also lifting the Champions League. The following year, Van Dijk played a pivotal role as Liverpool stormed to the Premier League title in a record-breaking season. His leadership and defensive prowess helped elevate the likes of Andrew Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Alisson Becker, forming one of the most feared defensive units in world football. While Van Dijk's impact was immense, questions about his long-term future at Liverpool have emerged in recent months. The defender, now 33, will turn 34 in July 2025, which brings inevitable discussions about his longevity at the top level. Footballers, no matter how exceptional, face the reality of physical decline as they age. And for a player whose game is built on strength, speed, and agility, this decline could happen more quickly than others. Liverpool's financial dilemma, balancing sentiment and pragmatism. For Liverpool, the dilemma surrounding Van Dijk isn't just about his talent or leadership. It's also about managing the financial side of things. He is currently the second highest paid player in the squad, behind only Mohamed Salah with a salary befitting his status. However, given his age, there are valid concerns about the club committing to a long-term contract extension that could see Van Dijk earn a large salary for several more years. Liverpool, like many top clubs, operates with a business model that prioritizes sustainable financial practices. This means that committing to hefty contracts for players who may soon be entering the twilight of their careers is a risky proposition. Liverpool's leadership must weigh the costs of offering Van Dijk a lucrative extension against the potential of a sharp decline in his performances. No matter how exceptional a player is, there's a natural trajectory of decline as they age, particularly for defenders whose game relies on speed, agility, and physical presence. Offering a 2- or 3-year contract extension to a 34-year-old Van Dijk would risk the club paying a premium for a player whose performances may no longer justify the expenditure. While this is a difficult reality for a club that values its players' contributions, Liverpool's financial prudence is paramount to maintaining success in the long term. The Saudi Pro League's ambitions, an emerging threat, enter the Saudi Pro League, which has become an increasingly attractive destination for some of football's biggest names. The league, supported by the massive financial backing of the Saudi Arabian government and private investments, has made it clear that it is keen on attracting high-profile players to raise its global profile. In recent years, several top European players have made the move to Saudi Arabia, with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, N'Golo Kante, and Riyad Mahrez all taking their talents to the Middle East. The Saudi Pro League's strategy is to lure established stars with lucrative offers, often tempting players with contracts that far exceed what they might earn in Europe. This financial allure has become a key motivator for players, approaching the latter stages of their careers, looking to secure one final lucrative contract before retirement. Saudi clubs, including Al Nassr, Al Hilal, and Al Ahly, have shown significant interest in established European stars, and Van Dijk's name has been consistently mentioned as a prime target for the league. Reports from 365 Scores recently indicated that multiple Saudi clubs had approached Van Dijk with offers to join their ranks, presenting the 33-year-old with an opportunity to make a significant financial windfall. However, despite these tempting offers, Van Dijk has reportedly rejected all of them, with sources close to the player stating that his first desire is to continue in Europe after the end of his contract with Liverpool. This strong stance has been reinforced by statements from an official source within the Saudi Pro League, who confirmed that Van Dijk's potential move to the league had been ruled out for now, although the door remains open for future possibilities. Van Dijk's desire to remain in Europe, a complicated situation. While Saudi Arabia's interest in Van Dijk has been clear, the player himself appears resolute in his desire to continue playing in Europe. According to exclusive reports from Anfield Watch, in November 2024, Van Dijk's agent had cut off talks with other clubs, signaling that the player's primary goal was to negotiate a new deal with Liverpool and remain at Anfield. This adds an extra layer of complexity to the situation, as Van Dijk's future is now intertwined with Liverpool's decisions on whether or not to offer him a contract extension. The Dutch international's desire to stay in Europe could be driven by several factors. First and foremost, Van Dijk has established himself as a legend in the Premier League, and the idea of continuing to compete at the highest level in one of the most prestigious leagues in the world could be deeply appealing. He has spent the vast majority of his career in Europe, and there may be an innate desire to finish his playing days at a club that he has helped to achieve great success. Furthermore, while the financial rewards of moving to Saudi Arabia would undoubtedly be tempting, Van Dijk's legacy at Liverpool and in European football could be another important consideration. Moving to the Saudi Pro League might be seen by some as a premature step away from top-level football, and as a player who is admired for his professionalism and dedication to the game, Van Dijk may not be ready to make that leap just yet. 4. Now the prospect of playing for Liverpool in the Premier League and competing in European competitions remains a significant pull. What does this mean for Liverpool? For Liverpool, the prospect of losing Van Dijk is a serious one. He has been an integral part of their squad for years, and his departure would leave a massive hole in their defence. While Liverpool has options in central defence, including players like Ibrahima Konate, Joel Matip and Joe Gomez, none of them offer the same combination of leadership, composure and skill that Van Dijk brings to the table. The club will have to carefully navigate this situation. If Van Dijk is unwilling to extend his contract and remains steadfast in his decision to leave on a free transfer, Liverpool will need to consider alternative strategies. It is possible that Liverpool could choose to sell the player before his contract expires, recouping some of his value before he leaves for free. However, this option presents its own challenges, as it would require the club to identify a suitable replacement for one of the best centre-backs in the world. At the same time, Liverpool's broader restructuring plan under Jurgen Klopp means that they will need to make strategic decisions about their squad moving forward. The club will likely have to focus on younger players to ensure that they remain competitive in the Premier League and in Europe. A move for a new centre-back may be on the horizon, but finding a player who can replicate Van Dijk's influence and leadership would be a tall order. Conclusion: an uncertain future. The future of Virgil van Dijk remains uncertain as we approach the summer of 2025. Despite numerous offers from the Saudi Pro League, the Dutchman has rejected the chance to move to the Middle East and continues to express a desire to remain in Europe. For Liverpool, this situation presents a delicate balancing act. On one hand, the club must make pragmatic decisions about financial sustainability, especially when considering the longevity of their veteran players. On the other, they must navigate the complexities of retaining a player who has been a foundational figure in their success.